Good morning, my dear students. Myself, Veena Sarathi. Today, let us continue with the first unit, the next topic, that is regulations of the financial services. So, India has been experiencing a large amount of growth of the financial market and the services. So these services, they frame or they are the legal framework together. The services and legal framework, they go together. So without these legal base, there cannot be any financial service. India has been basically drawing the rich heritage of laws from the Britishers. And these laws cannot be 100% perfect in any sector, whether it may be industrial sector or whether it may be an agricultural sector. So it cannot be 100% perfect. There are number of regulations to control, to support and monitor the financial services in India. So let us see what are these regulations in order to control the financial services in India. First one is the Controller of Capital Issue Act, which was passed in the year 1947. Then the second regulation, that is the Companies Act, which was passed in the year 1956. Then the third one is the Capital Issue Rules Act, which was passed in the year 1966. Then fourth, the Capital Issue Ordinance Act, which was passed in the year 1969. Fifth one, many guidelines have been issued by the Ministry of Finance. So, what are the guidelines that have been issued by the Ministry of Finance? First one is guidelines for the issue of the bonus shares. Secondly, guidelines for the issue of the fresh capital, that is other than the bonus shares. Thirdly, guidelines for issue of cumulative convertible preference shares. Fourth is guidelines for issue of debentures by public limited company. Then next one is guidelines for floating of public sector bonds. Sixth one is guidelines for issue of tax-free bonds. Next one is guidelines for employees stock option scheme. The next one is listing agreement form. Then guidelines for merchant bankers. Then guidelines for issue of rights issue. So like this, there are many guidelines that have been issued by the Ministry of Finance. Then the sixth regulation is Security Contract Regulation Act, which was passed in the year 1956. Then seventh is the Non-Banking Financial Companies Directions, which was passed in the year 1977. Then in the same year, one more regulation was passed, that was the Miscellaneous Non-Banking Companies Directions in the same year, that is in the year 1977. Then Security Exchange Board of India regulations, that is between 1988 to 1999. So there are many SEBI regulations here, like for example stockbrokers and stockbrokers and sub-brokers regulations. Then the prohibition of insider trading regulation. Then the regulation of SCBI is underwriters regulation. Then register to issue and share transfer agent regulation. Then credit rating agencies, then central listing authority regulation, foreign venture capital regulation. So like this, many regulations have been passed here by the Security Exchange Board of India, that is in between 1988 to 1999. Then the 10th one is Ombudsman Stipendiary Regulation Act, which was passed in the year 2003. Then the 11th one, that is Credit Information Companies Act, which was passed in the year 2005. Then 12th one is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority Act of 1999. So like this, many regulations have been passed here by the Ministry of Finance of India, that is mainly in order to control, in order to support, and in order to monitor the financial services in India. So 5 marks question may be asked or 10 marks question may be asked there. So what are the regulations of the financial services? Thank you. I think all of you have understood this. In the next session, once again we'll meet.